So what do you guys think is the recommended weight gain for a pregnant lady? I'm gonna let you guys guess for a second. My mom in like that generation used to gain like 60 pounds. But now I feel like with social media, people are glamorizing gaining as little weight as possible. Wow. Here is the answer. You are at a healthy BMI, and you guys know I hate the BMI, but if you're at a healthy weight, which is technically an 18.5 to a 25 BMI, you are recommended to gain between 25 and 35 pounds. Now, if you are less than an 18.5 BMI, the recommended weight gain is 28 to 40 pounds. And if you are overweight, if your BMI is above 25, then you're recommended to gain 15 to 25 pounds. And if you're considered obese, they recommend gaining 11 to 20 pounds. Now, if you've never been pregnant, you're like, where does all that weight come from? Is it all fat? Because the baby only weighs like 7 to 8 pounds, right? So 1.5 pounds is the placenta. That's what actually is feeding the baby, essentially, keeping him or her alive. 7 pounds are maternal stores of fat, protein, and other nutrients. So really, if you're gonna gain 30 pounds, only 7 pounds is actually technically fat. 7.5 pounds is your average size full-term baby. 2 pounds for breast tissue. Yep, everybody's boobs get bigger. It's one thing we like as ladies. Well, not me, but most of us. 4 pounds of increased fluid volume. 4 pounds of increased blood volume. 2 pounds is your uterus, which is basically the water balloon holding the baby. And 2 pounds of amniotic fluid, which is the water inside that water balloon that the baby is floating in. So when you feel like swollen and you hear your nurses tell you that you've got 50% more blood volume, that's where those other 8 pounds are coming from. So that all equals 30 pounds. A lot of math. Phew. But that's just to show you guys that when you do gain 30 pounds, it's not like you're literally eating hamburgers to gain fat. It's actually going to a lot of other places. So that aside, okay, that's why you need to actually gain weight. I have found that since I became pregnant, I have experienced a lot of different opinions on pregnancy and weight gain. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that in a lot of the message boards, part of the bump or what to expect, women are asking, I've only gained 5 pounds, is this normal? Without even mentioning how tall they are, how much they weigh, if they exercise, if they had morning sickness. And then you'll see another person say, I feel terrible about myself. I've gained 20 pounds already. I feel so fat and I feel like nobody else has gained any weight. Is there something wrong with me? And the answer to both of these people is no. Everybody gains weight differently during pregnancy. Every single pregnancy is different. It's important not to compare yourself to others, especially if someone is leaving a comment that is as vague as, I've only gained 5 pounds, is this normal? Can you guys see the baby moving? He's moving. But anyway. So I hate when people ask these questions because you really need to give some context. And if you're really that worried, you should be asking your doctor, not strangers on Facebook or the bump, or what to expect. If someone's only gained 5 pounds and they're in their 3rd trimester, they were probably overweight to begin with, and their body is finally experiencing a little bit of equilibrium with calories in, calories out. For me, this pregnancy has been one of the first times in my life that I've really been in tune with my hunger levels. Regardless of what time it is, if I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat something. Whereas before it's like, oh, it's snack time or it's dinner, I'm hungry. I'm actually able to regulate how much I eat, and if I eat too much, I'm not gonna be hungry for a while after. It's kind of crazy. And the best part about pregnancy that I have found is that, before I was pregnant, I would sometimes categorize days as good days or bad days based on what I would eat. If I ate too much sugar, it was a bad day. If I, ate 1,600 calories and minimal artificial ingredients, it was a good day. And the best part of pregnancy is that there are no bad days. I've never experienced this much self-compassion with my own body. If I eat too many cookies, oops, like I'm pregnant, it happened. I'm in the healthy range of 25 to 30 pounds, and I'm pretty much on track to gain between 25 and 30 pounds, so I'm pretty excited about that. And so, whatever I've been doing has been working for me, and this has been one of my favorite times of my life because I've really just been kind to myself and I haven't been judging my body. So I didn't want to do this video to judge other people. There are some women on Instagram who like to flaunt how little weight they've gained. And of course they do the hashtags and it's like, you know, third trimester and it looks like they're still, you know, a size 2 jean. And I think that all of these pictures on Instagram and social media can really have a negative impact on other pregnant women because we are emotional, we're vulnerable, and we tend to compare ourselves to these other women. However, when I said this on my blog, I had a lot of women say, I'm one of those ladies that barely looks pregnant and I eat so much, I try to eat a lot, people criticize me for not gaining enough weight, and I don't want other pregnant women to compare themselves or criticize other pregnant ladies. I just want you guys to have self-compassion, have love for yourself, have love for your body, and to know that every pregnancy is different. If your intentions are to take pictures of yourselves in sexy lingerie, flaunting your bump and how small you are, and you're uploading those to Instagram, I'm not really a big fan of that. Like, who are you serving in that process? You know, it kind of seems like you're just doing that for self-validation and for verification from strangers that yes, you are a hot pregnant person. If you're documenting how big your bump is getting and you're wearing clothes, it's a little different. Wearing lingerie, I think, is a little bit much. You might know who I'm referring to watching this. There was a fit mom that gave birth to like an 8-pound baby, but she literally didn't look pregnant up until like her due date. So that's about it. If you guys are curious, I've gained 22 pounds to date. I am due in like 6 weeks. So allegedly I can gain ½ a pound to a pound a day before he comes out. So I'm probably gonna be around 30 pounds, I think. I just wanted to share this video with you. If you're pregnant, or if you know someone that's pregnant and is feeling bad about how much weight they've gained or feeling bad about how little weight they've gained, please send this video to them. Love to all my pregnant ladies out there. I'll see you soon.